Welcome to Great Gadgets and Gear. Today I got a couple knife reviews for you. Due to me losing my Kershaw cryo at the range. Sadly, the belt clip, which I've never used ever on any knife I've ever had, I decided to try it out. And I actually kind of liked it. It didn't make it look too manly. And it fit in the pocket really nice. It was very low profile. It didn't poke you or anything when you sat down, and you always knew where your knife was instead of searching the bottom of your pocket. So I thought, okay, I'm going to use it. Well, due to the little scoopy design they have on the bottom of the belt clip to make it easier to get it onto your pants pocket, it got caught on everything. My sweat jacket, my down jacket, anything, a flannel shirt. It would pull it out of my pocket. And it happened a few times, and then for a while I didn't have any problem. But then I went to the range, and it must have happened again because when I left, I didn't have my pocket knife anymore. I got home, and I called right away, but, who's going to turn in a nice knife, that they find, finders keepers, I guess. So I thought, okay, well, I really wanted to get another one, but I thought this is a great opportunity to try out a couple new knives. So what I got for you today is the Gerber Folding Hunter. It's the dozier design. Sadly, it's made in Taiwan. I guess I should have looked at that a little more carefully. I thought it was going to be from Olean, New York, where their military knives are made. But nope, made in Taiwan. So it must be one of those designed in America and made cheaply in Taiwan kind of things. So anyways, get your little cardboard box, your little limited lifetime warranty, and some bubble wrap. And when I first pulled out the knife, I was a little disappointed because, you think Gerber, so, I'm thinking Gerber, quality, high quality, awesome. Even at this price point, it was like 20, maybe $21. And I was like disappointed right out of the box. The first thing I seen was a pop rivet. And I never expected to see a pop rivet on a Gerber knife. So that kind of threw me a little bit. And then just the, I'm used to the resiny handles. I've had a couple knives with this on there with the little design cut in there, to give you some traction or whatever when your hands are wet. At least they did use some star bits to put it together. The whole thing's not pop riveted, thank God. But, it's kind of a, inexpensive belt clip. It's only got one attachment. It's pretty strong right now. It's, the knife's only about a week old. So, it holds pretty good right now. And it's a lockback knife. Very positive, you can hear that. So far, brand new knife. Have to see how it holds up over time. It's the dozier design. It's a very, very shiny, chromy look to it. I'm pretty sure this is stainless steel. It's got some jimping on the back. The blade design is pretty nice. I like that. It's a nice looking knife. It's very, it's easy to utilize the whole blade. The design of the handle I didn't really care for. Not in the fact that it's resin, but that it just has this kind of just curved design. There's nothing really there to give your hand any traction, if your hands are wet or, covered in mud or whatever it's going to be covered in, to slip off, and hit that blade. So that was kind of a turn off there. But the blade itself, it's pretty thick for a $20 knife. It's pretty lightweight. Let's check out the weight here. Closes nice and easy. And we're looking at 2.3 ounces, so it's pretty lightweight. closed, it's about 4¼ inches long. At the widest point, it is just a hair over 1¼ inch in width. I'm pretty sure the blade's like 3 inches. Actually, it's just a hair under 3 inches. So it's probably I don't know, maybe 2.99. Just a hair under. And then overall, from tip to tail, if I can get this to stay on there, is about 7⅛ inches in overall length from tip to tail. So, you know, it's a lightweight knife. It's a decent sized knife. I'm just not overly impressed with it. I guess I was expecting a lot more for a K-bar knife, you know. And, you know, maybe it's just me, I don't know. But just seeing a pop rivet, if that is a pop rivet, that's what it looks like, was just kind of disappointing. And, you know, there's no dual thumb stud. That's another thing. I like the dual thumb studs. You know, that way if you can't catch it with your thumb, you can catch it with your middle finger or, you know, whatever to get that thing deployed. But I'm going to have to try this out a little more. I've had it for about a week. You know, it's relatively sharp out of the package. I wouldn't say it's impressively sharp. It's just relatively sharp. And, you know, you can fix that. But I kind of like them. Grab it, go, be ready. You know, sharpen it up later. But again, you know, at the price point, it's a pretty decent little knife. Okay, so that was the first one. Okay, now the second one, I'm probably going to get some groans from some people. But here's the second one. And it's the Gerber Fast Draw. You know, even for me, Gerber gets mixed reviews. Some of their stuff's pretty decent. Some of their stuff is kind of junky. You know, sorry to say. Your Machete Junior, in my opinion, is junky. I'm a woman, and with a little couple hours of hacking in the yard, I completely destroyed that blade. And I've not had that problem with any other machete. But their knives are kind of a mixed batch. I haven't had any luck with the Bear Grylls line. You know, I got their little mini Scout for a pocket knife. It was all pop riveted together. I do not like pop riveted knives. I don't care who makes them. I think that is a really inferior way to manufacture a knife. Because they do, like a pair of jeans, they loosen up over time. And you need to have a way to adjust them and tighten them and, you know, keep them in mechanically good operation. But now, Gerber's, I got their rock cut camp knife. And I love it. It's a fixed blade knife. It works incredibly well for batoning. I've beaten the crap out of them and they sharpen up really nice. That's another thing about Gerber. Their blades. They're stainless steel blades, but they are really, really simple to sharpen, and they're really easy to sharpen. Here's the information on this. Blade length 2.99, close length 4.14 inches, overall 7.13 inches. It weighs 3.6 ounces. High carbon stainless steel blade, textured glass filled nylon handle. And then it's, you know, got a bunch of other stuff. So let's just check this out. This is the Fast Draw. And part of the reason I wanted to try this was due to the fact that I miss my Kershaw cryo, because it was the flip knife. And I've never had a flip knife before, so it was kind of cool. I mean, the thing deployed really fast, deployed every single time. You know, it was a neat little way to deploy a knife versus the manual way. And this is a spring-assisted knife. So I thought that would be kind of cool to try because I don't have one of those either. I'm typically, you know, fixed blade, you know, or little tiny pocket knives, just for everyday chores, opening boxes and stuff. And this sounded really cool. And when I, you know, just taking it out of the packaging, the design of this thing to me already beats the dozier by far. There's no pop rivets on here. It's put together with star bits. There seems to be a lot of attention to detail. It's the same resiny type handle. And it's got designs cut into it, you know, to give you some grip and some traction. But the design of the handle too is just far superior in my opinion than to the dozer. This switch right here, so a little switch right there. It's a little switch. Right now it's in the locked position. This is the only thing I didn't care for, is that's the locked position, and it's wiggling around in there quite a bit. That thing should be locked with very minimal play, and I can really yank on that. But you push that lock up, and then that's how you can deploy this with the thumb stud. And it's got dual thumb studs. Yay! Quality design, two thumb studs, because I don't have real good luck with the thumb studs. I mean, that's okay, but it's not real comfortable. And then you push the button up all the way and hold it to put it back. But I like to play it with my middle finger. And then I'm right there. That is very cool. The blade design, it's a drop point. It's stainless steel, relatively thick. Came out of the box, very sharp. Just very, very sharp. It's more of a pointed drop point, where the dozer is more of a curved drop point. So it gives you a little more beef up at the tip than the Gerber. We'll have to see how the tip holds up over time. But like I said, right out of the box, this thing is razor sharp. The design of the handle is better. It gives you some finger grooves here, which you don't get with the dozer. You just get the little half smiley face there. So you have some, at least a little bit of traction, a little bit of resistance for your fingers when you're gripping onto this thing. So that's another attention to detail. The belt clip. It's a little beefier on the Gerber. It's also attached with 2 star bits versus 1 bit for that one, for the dozer. You know, it's a pocket clip. You know, they stick out about the same amount. Right now they're both brand new knives, so they both have about the same resistance. They're both pretty sturdy right now. This one has a lanyard hole in the pocket clip. This one has the lanyard hole at the end of the knife there. So they do have that. They're pretty similar in size. But, you know, the design of this Gerber, I like it much better. You know, I'm a little concerned about the tip of this knife with the way the drop point's designed, but I'll have to see over time. It's a little bit heavier. Let's throw this one on the scale. It's a little bit heavier than the dozer too. Yeah, almost by an ounce, 3.35 ounces. So, you know, it's a little heavier, but it's, you know, it's beefier. It's got, in my opinion, it's got a beefier construction than the K-bar. And I know, you know, Gerber knives, like I said, they're hit or miss. They really are. I mean, you know, some of them are really nice and they last a long time. Some of them just fail right away. But this one's going to be a fun one to carry for a while and see how it does durability-wise over time. And, you know, the same with the dozer. You know, maybe it'll, you know, maybe the blade will be the key thing in this knife to make it a good knife. It's too soon to tell. I'm just, you know, really pretty much just kind of going over the design and the specs of them. You know, and the fact, though, the Gerber came out way sharper out of the box than the dozer. So, you know, if you're not really good or experienced at knife sharpening and you want something that's ready to go right out of the box, go with the Gerber. It is very, very sharp. And it is very easy to sharpen this. Get yourself a Smith's pocket sharpener. It's kind of a no-brainer way to put a quick edge on a knife as long as you don't destroy it too much to begin with, until you figure out, you know, watch some YouTube videos to learn how to sharpen your knives and get the right equipment to sharpen your knives. But yeah, I'm quite impressed with the Gerber. So I think this is going to be my carry, everyday carry for a while. And we'll see how it goes. You know, if anybody out there has had that problem with the pocket clip, grabbing your shirt or something and pulling it out of your pocket, can you drop me a comment and let me know? You know, let me know how you've dealt with it. Or if anybody's got tips for me on how I can avoid losing my knives. Because I do kind of like the pocket clip now that, like I said, it doesn't make me look, you know, like a guy who's wearing a utility belt. No offense, guys, but Not a good look for women. So I wish I could find a way to deal with that problem, because I really don't want to lose any more knives, and I do kind of like the pocket clip. So drop me a comment, drop me a line, let me know if you have any questions or comments on either one of these knives. Feel free to drop down in the comment section. As far as, my personal opinion on these knives, the dozier, it's an adequate knife at 20 bucks. It's adequate. I got to give right now everything to the Gerber, the design, the manufacturing, and everything right now, because I expect way more from a K-bar. This is a K-bar. That's a K-bar. That's a knife. It just got a new sheath for it too. You can see mine's unblemished because I haven't broke this one in yet. I'm still working on my other one. I just kind of didn't want to mar it all up. It's so pretty. But, this comes from Olean, New York. Look at the quality of that knife. I mean, that is just a beautiful thing. Nice leather wrapped handle. It is all one solid piece. That is just an amazing knife. I mean, and that puppy is sharp. Now, so I would, even for a pocket knife, just because it's a pocket knife, K-bar, in my opinion, they need to step it up a little bit. If there's other K-bar knives out there that are, better quality than this, that don't break the bank, somebody drop me a line and let me know. I just tried to look at a few that I had seen on some reviews that got some pretty decent reviews. So drop me a line, let me know. Let me know what your favorite knife is. I'm always curious to check out reviews on other knives by people who know probably more than me on knives. But again, I don't want to break the bank. This wasn't too bad. This was, I think at the time, I paid 80 bucks for this. I don't need, nor do I want to spend a couple $100 on a knife. I just use them for daily use. These aren't survival knives or anything. So, reasonably priced knives. Let me know. So, there's my review. I hope you got some informative information from it. I hope you enjoyed it. So, thanks for watching and take care.